Hi, I'm Rupi Dhillon. Welcome to Stringing Stories Together, which is the name of my workshop. Today's workshop, we will be learning how to play Cat's Cradle, but by ourselves, without a partner. In times of lockdown, we've often been alone, so what can we do with ourselves that allows us to connect, but equally allows us to have fun? Cat's Cradle, but solo. Playing Cat's Cradle allows me to think about connections. The connections we have to each other, the connections we have to different cultures. For example, did you know that the origins of Cat's Cradle are one of the oldest games recorded in human history, and that we can't quite work out whether it was first created in China, South Asia, or even Native America? We just don't know. One thing I enjoy about the game is that the fact that we can share a history with many other countries.
Yarn or twine, shoelaces, thread, scissors.
For today's workshop, you will need a piece of string. That can be in the form of a ball of yarn, some twine, a couple of shoelaces, or thread. To make thread into a piece of string, you'll need to loop it round various times in order to get this type of thickness. You will also need a pair of scissors. This is to cut the string with. Firstly, you'll need to cut a piece of string that is double the length of one arm. You'll then need to tie the two ends of the string together in a knot, like this. Make sure the knot is really tight and cut off any loose ends. Here's one I made earlier. The first step in this game is to tie the string around your hands. For this, remember this sequence. So that's 3 fingers on each hand. This is called opening A. You will then need to tie the string around another loop, like so. Do this on both hands. Then take the middle finger of each hand and place it through the loop of the opposite hand, like this. You should then end up with the following shape. The next thing I want you to do is to remember a sequence. The sequence goes like this: under the first string, over the second, and pull the third string. Repeat after me. Under the first string, over the second, and pull the third string. So there are 3 steps. These steps are key to the whole process of playing Cat's Cradle on your own. I will now show you those steps. So with my thumb, I will go under the first string, over the second, and pull out the third. The next step is to loosen these 3 fingers here. So that's the last 3 fingers, so that you only end up with the string around your thumb and index finger. In order to do that, you must pinch together your index finger and thumb, like two cat's eyes. Once you have done so, gently remove the string from the last three fingers by dangling them off, but ensuring to keep the index finger and thumb together at all times. You will need to do the same on both hands. This will take you to your next pattern. So from this point, the next thing we do is to drop the sequence. That sounds bizarre, but it's what's needed. So we let go of it just like this and remove the other two fingers, and then we thread them through again. So we take the thumb and index from the left hand, place it directly below the right hand through the adjacent loops, and stretch. This is our third pattern. Once we get to our third pattern, we need to remember the under-over sequence, which I will demonstrate now using my pinky fingers. So we will go under the first string, over the second, and pull out the third. Once we have got to this stage, we need to release our thumbs. We end up with a cross. From the cross, we then need to repeat the same pattern, this time using our thumbs. We'll go under the first string, over the second, and pull out the third. This leaves us with a cat head. From this point, we need to take off the string off our two index fingers. In order to do that, we must relax our hands, and using our index finger and thumb, we'll take this string off and pull it out. We'll do the same thing on the other hand. Like so. We now have our cross shape again, but this one's slightly different. We must repeat the same step again, but this time we're going to place the string over the index finger and back round again, so that the cross looks like this. Then you must release your thumbs, like so. After that, we're going to repeat our under-over sequence. We're going to go under the first string, over the second, and pull out the third. We end up with our cat shape again. We then release the little finger, like so, and we end up at this sequence all over again. After this, we just keep on repeating the pattern, and the sequence goes so on and so forth. I'm going to play a little bit faster now. Can you keep up?